All right. Welcome, you guys. Hi. Happy Monday. I hope you had a great weekend. Whatever you did.
He's like, wait, you're not going to work.
This is why I didn't want to host today. So,
I can do it. You want me to start?
Well, let me tell you guys why. Okay, so usually my husband has Mondays off, but they changed the schedule again. And he's working on Mondays now, right at the time, 2 p.m. to 11 p.m. So I don't have any helpers, so Taina and I are going to figure this out. We'll just keep to Monday nights. Seems to work out best for everybody, so we'll just figure it out as we go. It's a motivating factor. That's how I look at it. Hi, Sylvania. Okay, so I was looking at poll I put up for you guys yesterday, and I want to address some of this. I want to help you guys, of course, always be successful in your business. And I was taking a look at what everybody voted the most on. So the poll, I know some of you didn't take it. So the poll said, where's the question? Here we go. So the poll said, it was about mindset. And it said, what is keeping you from a millionaire mindset? Because you guys realize that this company, this opportunity, the way our compensation plan works, you could make $1 million in this business. It is possible here. You know, other companies, it's not possible, but in ours, it is. So I think I always like to challenge your vision, not only for yourself, but for your business, because I've been around for a while. You know, I've seen people come and go. I've seen a lot. I've been here almost 5 years. So I think sometimes you don't realize what's possible until you're around people that live that possibility every single day, which I have been. And people that mentor me, I've told you guys before, they're multimillionaires. Okay, so I'm telling you this because I know it's true. And I know that they make that kind of income, and I know it's possible for all of us. So I wanted to know what's keeping you guys from that mindset. Okay, some of you are new. Obviously, you're not going to have the confidence and the vision and the mindset right away. None of us did at first, but some of you guys have been here for a while. So I looked at this poll and I was looking to see what everybody, voted on the most, and the most votes was more self-development. So with that being said, we had 5 people vote for that. We had 4 people vote for take more action. And then we had, I think, 3 people vote for learning more skills. I don't think we need to learn, personally, any more information here. I think we have so much information out there on YouTube, on our team page. Our company gives us so much information. We don't need more information. If anything, I think we need to simplify things and scale things back and make it so a 5th grader could do it, could do what you're doing. That's how simple your business should be. And maybe it's my mistake for giving you guys so much information, because I came into this business not knowing what I was doing. There was a lack of information when I came into this business. So for me, that's always been an important thing, is to inform you so you know what's going on. But sometimes it can be overwhelming, and I never want to be overwhelming. The last thing I want you guys to feel like is to be overwhelmed. I want you to feel confident and you know what you're doing. You can teach this to more people, because that's the whole point. When you're so confident in what you're doing every day, you could teach this to other people. That's when your business duplicates like wildfire.
You can hear that.
Teaching, everybody gets it. It's super simple. And we have those super simple steps. So we had 3 people vote for overcoming self-limiting beliefs. So I want to take these one at a time. First and foremost, more self-development. Okay. Self-development is self-motivated. We can't require you to do it. You have to want to do it, and you have to make it a priority in your day, or it's not going to happen. So as a team, what I can offer you is we can listen to the same podcast every day. We can pick a book to read together every day, but I can't make you read the book and I can't make you listen to the podcast. That has to come from you because that's attached to your dream and your vision of what you want this business to do for you. So I can't motivate any of you. I really can't. All I can do is support you guys and help you and guide you. That's it. I can't do these things for you. So I don't know where it's getting lost that there is a lack of self-development. Is it because we're not implementing it daily? Is it because I don't know why you guys check that? You guys got to tell me what you mean by that. Like, what would be helpful if we just all read a book together, if we all commit to something together? Self-development is something I never go a day without doing, because if I don't do it, I have a shitty day. That's just the honest truth. And I don't like having shitty days, because then I'm no good to anybody around me or you or my family or anybody. So that's why it's a priority for me. And I do it every day in the morning before my day starts, because if I don't, it doesn't get done. So I want to hear from you guys. What do you mean by when you guys checked development? Like, what would be helpful in that area? You guys can all unmute yourselves, and I know everyone's answer is probably going to be different. Who wants to go first?
I guess I'll go first.
Okay, go for it.
I guess self-development for me is a different thing. I don't really know how to explain it per se. I know for me, I get too much into my own head a lot of the time. I know that's something I have to figure out how to work through when it comes to self-development. I'm like my worst critic.
Okay, thank you for your honesty.
Ew.
Anything else you want to add to that?
I guess I have to figure out what how to say. I have to fix what I'm like vibrating into the universe for myself and for my business.
Okay, so let me just make sure I'm understanding what you're saying. So you're very aware that how you feel and what you think is creating what you see and what happens. Like, you're very clear about that. So the part you're having trouble with is getting into your own head and criticizing yourself.
Yes.
Okay. I want you to know that that's very common. And almost everyone at any given time has that happen to them. Okay, like, we're not immune to it. I'm not a unicorn. It happens to me too. Happens to all of us. Okay, so I don't want you to think like you're the only person this happens to, because you're not. Okay, that's a very common thing. Okay, so thank you. I'm going to move on to what Mary said. For me, that one, I just know I personally need more, and I'm trying different things every few days. Okay, so maybe for you, Mary, it's just a matter of finding what works for you or what you like best, so you know you'll stick to it. I need to learn a good journaling technique. I'm going back to the book you sent me in the journal. Okay. So it sounds like maybe simplifying the process of self-development would be helpful. Am I getting that right? Like something simple you could stick to? Would that help?
I have to take my ears out. I'm in a really different room. Hold on, guys. I don't have the right one that has the microphone, so I'm going to a different room. Bear with me.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay, so, no, what I mean more like, you know how we say the same things don't always resonate for each of us. That's more what I mean. I actually found a guided meditation the other day that left me crying at the end. I need you to send me the link for that regression one again, because I've mentioned before, there's a huge chunk of my childhood I don't remember. And there are some things that I feel like I need to let go of. And I don't know where they're at, where they're hiding. And I'm hoping something like that will help me. So send me that link again.
Okay.
And basically, the last few things that I've been listening to that really touched me is learning to just open your heart back up. Open up your heart, open up your mind. And the one that I did the other day was a guided that really talked about focusing on chakras and opening it up and putting that negativity in front of you and telling it no more. And like I said, that really helped, but I feel like there's something more. And I think that there's a curiosity in the back of my head and something that's there that was negative that I need to get rid of. And if I keep going back to that, maybe there's something to it.
Yeah, the only way to let go of something or something hurtful from your past is you do have to go through it. As painful as it is, you do have to go through it to get past it. But the positive thing is when you come on the other side of it, you can let it go and it can be gone and it will no longer hold you back. So
There was a couple of things that was definitely in my head, especially with things going on in our world here lately, that really was nagging at me. And I was able to let them go. And I feel I've forgiven myself. And I know that anything that I've done in my lifetime that I shouldn't have, I know God's forgiven me. I wouldn't be where I'm at right now if I hadn't been. I wouldn't be given this gift of this business and my ability to see how it can work and how these products can work. Wouldn't have been given that if God hadn't forgiven me for my past. But now I need to also forgive others that were involved in my past. And I need to find out where those pieces are. So that's where I sit with personal development. I feel like there's a wall in there somewhere that needs breaking down. And it might hurt, but it's got to go.
thank you for being so honest and brave and vulnerable, because I know you're not the only person that feels that way. You're the one that's saying it, but there's other people that need to hear this. Okay? So thank you for saying that. Anything else?
No, but as I sit and look at that book and the journal in the corner of the table every day, it's going in my bag on this weekend. And it's going to get used. And maybe that's where I need my kickstart. Get away from here for a little bit. Get out into something new. I'm taking samples with me. And my goal is to come back with Tom meeting his requirements to get his $100.
Yes. I love it. You're going to do
Because
it.
it's also going to give me a fast start. That's going to give us product to use to spurn on. And I'm getting me a TFX. So no more FOMO for me.
Okay. And Mary, I want you to know that us as leaders, when we go through things like this, it's because you're going to lead somebody that's going to go through things like this, or that has gone through things like this. And it's happening to you because if you don't go through it, you don't know how to lead them when somebody like that shows up on your team. So I want you to know that it's not in vain, and it's not for nothing. I promise. And Just so dang proud of you. Okay, thank you for that. Okay, let's see who else we got here. Okay, Sylvania, you're overwhelmed with the tasks. Okay, you fear the internet with too many people. Okay, positive things daily, boost positive vibes, not stand negative. Okay, that's good. Yes, Mary is beautiful. Okay. As for Sylvania, okay, I know you mentioned that before, that you fear the internet because there's too many people. Can you please elaborate on that? Is it because you don't feel safe? Or is it because you don't want people knowing what you're doing? Or like, what is that about? I think she's typing. You tend to, okay, so very important stuff. Here's how the law of attraction works. If you think it and you say it, that's what's going to happen. So if you're thinking, I'm going to attract weirdos, or I'm scared, I don't feel safe, that's what's going to happen. You're going to manifest that. We're all very powerful manifestors. Not always for the best things. But even if you focus on something like that, that's what you're going to see. That's what's going to happen. So that's why it's important to focus on, and you guys, I want you to know that none of this stuff that I'm teaching you to do is easy by any means, okay? Maybe I make it look easy. It's because I've been doing it for years, okay? It's not easy. And if you guys want to read Carla's book that she wrote, she goes into the like neuroscience part of what happens in your brain when you're changing your thought patterns and you're being more positive and you're changing things that have happened to you in the past and you're creating new beliefs about them. There is a process that actually happens in your brain, and you do create new pathways in your brain to change the way you're literally thinking. Like you're literally changing the physical form of your brain when you do this. So it's not like it just happens overnight, like you can just switch it up in a second. No, this is something that you have to consistently work at. That's why it's a daily thing.
Can you tell me what it is?
Look at it like a habit, like brushing your teeth. Okay, it's good for your spirit. It's good for who you are, and it's good for filling you up. I want you guys to know that
Don't throw things.
a lot of us are yellows here. Okay, so we can give so much love and be such a light in the world. But at the same time, because we have so many feelings and we can feel things that other people feel, it's very draining. So you have to take this time for yourself, because you have to be out in the world. You have to talk to people. So to know what your strength is, you also have to know, how do I keep that full? How do I keep my cup full? And, have that positive thought when I talk to people and not feel like I'm not safe, like Sylvania, you're saying. The good thing is now I know how to block. Okay, yeah. Absolutely block and delete. Absolutely. Until you change that belief, it's going to start happening less and less. But until that belief is like 100% not even something you think about anymore, it's going to keep showing up, but it'll come up very seldomly. Like meditation is great for that. When I started this business, I had no background in this industry. I didn't know what I was doing. And that would show up constantly. People would ask me questions and they'd ask me answers I didn't know, because I wasn't confident, because I didn't know things, because I was new. But even though I wasn't confident, I still took action, because I knew if I didn't, my life would stay the same. And I didn't want it to stay the same. So you have to just find that courage within yourself to just push yourself a little bit
Mhm.
every day. And I'm not saying like push yourself to the extreme, but just every day a little bit. Every day, every day. Every day adds up. Every day is a big deal by the end of the month. Every person you talk to, like if you do tasks every day, which I think you guys have because you've been commenting every day. Even if you haven't enrolled anybody yet,
I'm gonna get to you.
you're going to see the way that this business works. If you've been doing all these tasks for the past 20 days or so, you're going to see all of a sudden there's just going to be an avalanche of enrollments in your business. And people are going to be like, how did you enroll 5 people today? Because I've been talking to people for the last 20 days. It doesn't happen overnight. It's collective. So all the people you've talked to, it adds up, it adds up, it adds up. You know, like sometimes I enroll people that I've talked to years ago, you know, but I still stay in contact with them. So they enroll eventually. And that's just kind of the way it is. You know, that's why you have to keep talking to new people and not the same ones, because you're wasting your time talking to the same ones when you can be talking to someone that's ready to lose weight today, you know? I've said this before, but you have to think of your business like Target. Like people walk in a Target ready to buy some sandals, they're going to buy some sandals. They're not going to go, you know, to another store and drive 8 miles and buy sandals like a week from now. No, like they're ready, their money's in their pocket, they came in to buy sandals and they're going to buy them. You have to think of it the same way when you're talking to somebody. They're ready to lose weight, they're ready to do it that day. And if they're not, they'll tell you, you know, when payday is, and then you talk to them on that day. But you still made progress because you have a date, right? That they're going to be
jumping on
ready.
the couch.
So as long as you keep
No jumping on the
interacting with
couch.
them on their social media, no problem. Yes, I'm utilizing my time, struggles with time management. Okay, everybody struggles with time management. You're not the only one. We all do, okay? Like, we waste an unbelievable amount of time every day. I am like, you can ask my husband, I am the #1 offender of wasting time. And I wake up at 5 a.m. Like, there's no reason why I should waste time. But somehow I still find myself wasting time. And I try to get better about it every day. Every day I try not to be hard on myself. And I'm like, okay, it's a new day. Okay, what did I not do yesterday that I'm going to do today? You know? And if you're overwhelmed, Sylvania, because I know you have a lot of stuff going on at home and it's a hard time right now emotionally for you, just give yourself 5 things before you go to bed. Write them down. Okay, these are the 5 things I'm going to do tomorrow. And just make sure you get them done. You know, like you said, early morning's the best time for you, late at night's the best time for you. So late at night's a great time to be talking and messaging people because they're on Facebook right now. They're on their phone right now. They're, you know, after dinner, they're ready to talk. So if you just organize yourself a little bit the night before your day starts, that saves you an incredible amount of time. An incredible amount of time because you're ready when the day starts. Like if you know what you're going to do for your post tomorrow, if you know what you're going to do on your stories tomorrow, if you know who you're going to ask to host a post for you tomorrow, if you make that little list for yourself of what's going to happen tomorrow, and then the day starts and all you have to do is check off that list, it's so easy. Even if you just have like 2 minutes here, 2 minutes there, because I know you're taking care of your brother and you have a lot of stuff going on. I get it. I have a toddler. Sometimes she doesn't take naps. Like she's phasing out of naps now, which is horrible for me because those were like 2 hours, 2.5 hours I could count on during the day. Now she's doing this weird sleep thing where she's staying asleep till late in the morning, which is great because now I'm just waking up earlier, like committing to waking up early, even though I was hating life this morning. But I was like, if I'm going to get stuff done, I got to do it. I got to just wake up, bite the bullet, wake up, get up early. I did. I stayed up. I didn't nap, nothing. Boom, 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 got my stuff done.
Hey,
She woke up at like 10:45.
you have the battery?
She took 1 nap. I don't even think it was an hour. And then she goes to sleep earlier. So I'm always adjusting my schedule, always, because she's not predictable. She never has been. So I don't know, those moms that have their kid on a schedule constantly, like, I don't know what they do. I don't know if they, give their kids Tylenol every night or Benadryl. I don't know what they do, but I'm not that mom. So I've just embraced that I'm not that mom, and I'm just moving on with my life, and I'm not trying to have a schedule or trying to be defeated because my day didn't go according to my schedule, because most days it doesn't. So as long as I wake up before she does and I know what I'm going to do, I have a good day. I get it done. Because I know when you know what you're going to do in those little pockets of time, you get it done. You don't need a lot of time because you already know what you're going to do in that time. So you just boom, 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 do it. Your day keeps going. That's the beauty of this business, is you can take it anywhere with you in your pocket because it's literally from your phone. So I hope that answered your question, and we're good. Okay. Last but not least, Taina, what did you mean when you checked off the self-development?
I know, I was thinking, I was like, I think I checked that off, but for me, it's more like, okay, so you guys, like Mary was saying, like, self-development is different. It could be different for anybody, and I want you guys to see it like it could be different every day too. It doesn't have to be everyday journaling or everyday reading, or like, it could be different every day. Sometimes I have 2 minutes and it's just a Christian song, and that's my self-development for the day. Or sometimes it's 5 minutes of praying, or sometimes it's just sitting in a quiet room and breathing, because we forget to breathe. Like, any of those things could be self-development. So I feel like we're putting a lot of pressure on ourselves in this business lately. I don't know if you guys feel pressure, but I felt like that like a week ago, and I had a really bad day, and I even called Melissa and was like venting, and she's like, okay, are you done? Like, and I had my like aha moment. I was like, you know what? Like, we put so much pressure on ourselves, like self-development. Oh my God, I got to do it. I better spend an hour reading. Like, no, it can be 5 minutes of breathing, or 5 minutes of meditating, or 2 minutes of a Christian song, or whatever fills your soul. And not only with self-development, but even with our tasks, like, we put so much pressure on, oh my God, if I don't do this, I'm not going to hit my goals. I'm not going to get a customer. Like, oh my gosh, some days you're going to have good days on your tasks. Some days you're going to have bad days. Like when people ask me about time management, I'm like, are you guys serious? Like, half the time I'm working this business, like, doing a million other things. Like, I'll stop because I have to make a post, or I will wake up early, I'll answer all my messages, and then I take a shower. I'm like not even dressed, and I forgot I wanted to do something, and I'll just get it done like right when I think of it. So yeah, it's nice to have a perfect set schedule to where you can work this business a straight hour and nobody bugs you. But is that realistic? For me, probably not until I hit ambassador, because then I could hire a nanny. Then I'll have a cleaning lady. Then I'll have this and that. That's my goal. So, but for now, I work it how I can. So I told Melissa, like, I've been knocking out my tasks like crazy, like, and I've been getting really good results. But at the same time, I'm like, if my team is knocking out these tasks too, they're gonna get good results. But not only that, they're also gonna hit these negative Nancy people, which was what me and Melissa talked about. I've been getting so many negative people messaging me, and I just delete them, and I'm like, it's like nothing to me. It's like a fly on my shoulder. I'm like, bye. Thank you for letting me see your true colors, because I don't ever want you to be a part of my team. You know, people are gonna say rude things to you guys, and I want you guys to know that too. You know, right when you're doing so good and you're like, I'm busting out 100 messages today, like, I'm getting so many compliments, I'm liking everything, commenting, doing all my tasks, I feel so good. Then you're gonna have someone message you. It's gonna pop up on your phone when you're having the perfect moment. I mean, everything's going perfect, your kids are being good, whatever. And then they're gonna say about your products or something, and it's just gonna ruin your day. And that happens to all of us. So I wanted to bring that up because I told Melissa, I feel like a lot of my team, it's like bringing them down. And I want you guys to know, like, it doesn't just happen to you guys, it happens to us too. But to us, it's like nothing now, because we've been doing this so long, and some of you have also. And it's like, oh, we don't care, because we know what this business has to offer. So for me, it's more like getting my self-development. When I voted, I thought, like, you were asking, like, what's stopping you from whatever. For me, it's just like making sure that I do it, because even if it's something small, I want to make sure that I do it. So it's not really that I need any self-development from anybody. I know what, like, helps me, but it's more like I have to make sure that I do it. So I'm keeping myself accountable of getting it done. And that's the same thing with your guys' self-development, your guys' tasks. Like, we, you know, me and Melissa don't want to be your parent, like, make sure you do your tasks, you know, because this is your guys' business and we're telling you so you guys can get results, but at the end of the day, it's up to you guys what you guys want to do. That doesn't mean you have to do all the tasks in the push group. It just means try to get them to do as many as you can, and if you don't, oh well, the next day start over and start fresh and maybe adjust your time, or say I'm gonna wake up 10 minutes earlier so I have 10 more minutes to plug into whatever. And you know, I was talking to Melissa about how Denise told me she grew her team to double diamond with basically Cammie doing everything for her. And I'm just like, we're like the same thing, because Cammie did so much stuff for Denise until she hit double diamond and finally led her team. And it's like, we are your guys' Cammie, like, seriously, like. And I know you guys don't see it like that, and I'm saying this because my team's going to watch this, so I want them to know, like, Cammie's obviously, you know, like, imagine having Cammie Dempsey, like, helping you lead Zooms, like, helping you run parties, like, leading your whole team. Like, any person that enrolled under Denise until she hit double diamond was trained by Cammie, because Denise was still growing and learning. And that's the same thing for you guys. So, like, I want you guys to, you know, take that to your advantage and, like, use us knowing as much as we know to have parties or lives or whatever you guys are scared to do, like, have us help you, so that way you guys can kind of face your fears with whatever you're struggling with and not just, like, depend on us all the time. So eventually you guys will be doing the same thing, you know, you guys will be leading your own team Zooms, and, like, we won't even be a part of them. Me and Melissa are big on, like, we want to create leaders. Like, we don't want you guys to feel like we are just always telling you what to do. We want you guys to lead, you know, do it, because we know the feeling. Like, I know the feeling of leading a team now. It feels way better than having anybody else do it for me. It gives you, like, this amazing feeling that you're actually helping people, you know, like, accomplish goals and stuff like that. So for me, it's more, I need to do my self-development. I don't want Melissa to tell me, did you do your self-development today? I just know that I have to do it. Same thing with the tasks. So, I don't know. I think that answers your question, but I think that's all I wanted to talk about. I don't think there's.
Okay. So I think we have touched on almost all of these, because we did get into.
And I didn't even give my team that poll, because I was just like, I feel like a lot of my team is so new that they're going to be like, what? Like, they don't even understand what self-development is, some of them, because nobody does it for some reason in real life. But for any of those things that you put.
You know what? I didn't at the beginning, because I didn't realize how important it was. I thought taking action and putting reps on people was more important than anything.
Mm-hmm.
Did that for almost a whole year before I realized it's your mindset, and then putting reps on people.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know that.
And another thing is, like, I don't know if you guys have gotten a lot of new people at once, but, like, you're telling, when you give people tasks, like, I think some of you on here are new, right? Like, maybe this is how you guys are feeling. So you're doing the tasks, and maybe you've been doing them for 20 days, like Melissa said, but you just haven't seen results. And like Melissa said, she said it perfectly. Like, all of a sudden, you're going to get a wave of people that's going to come. That's kind of what happens in this business. And that's why I tell people, like, you can't give up within your first month. Like, you literally have to give it more than even a month. I'd say a good year before you even, like, plan to even think about not doing it, because you're learning, you're growing, you're figuring out what's right and what's wrong, and then you're plugging in, you're planting all these seeds, and all these things are happening, and before you know it, right when you're about to get all these people to message you, or, you know, your harvest is coming, you quit. And it's like, I've had people message me because they're like, hey, that girl that was on your team, like, she's not doing it, so I want to join. And I'm like, to me, it's sad. It's like, oh my gosh, all these people quit right before they see the fruit of their labor. So just know that your tasks are going to be consistent over and over for maybe months. And we want you guys to focus on just your 4 customers within 30 days. And just know after that, you're just going to keep doing these tasks over and over. And one day you're going to get, like, you're going to wake up to, like, so many messages and be like, what the hell happened? And it's because you're planting your seeds and you're working. That happens to me all the time. Like, I'll go a week without nothing, and then all of a sudden I just enroll like 10 distributors and like 5 customers. I'm like, that's all the work I did like weeks ago. But people are watching. They already have a plan for when they're going to buy from you or join you, or they just want to keep watching you to see what happens. So that's why being consistent is super key, and just, you're not going to see the results after one day or even a week or sometimes even a month. Sometimes it's going to take longer. but your consistency is what's going to get people interested in joining you.
But that's not to say that you have to wait all that time to make money. We have the ability to make
That too. I mean, we have a bunch of ways to make money. So,
immediately in this business. It's not,
yeah, you
oh, it'll happen later. Like, I know
This way.
a lot of
This
us
way.
are yellow, so it's like we don't come into this because of the money. We don't stay because of the money. That's not a motivating factor for us. But, you know, Tina's red, so she doesn't get that. The rest of us, that
see, but for me, it's like if you tell me if I would do this for a whole year for free with no money, in a year I'd be making like $6,000 a month. I'd be like, hell to the yes. Like, I'll do it for free every day, or I won't get any money for a year. But once I hit a year, like, imagine if the company told you that, hey, do this for a whole year consistently, plug in, do all this stuff. You're not going to get paid for a whole year, but when you hit that 1 year, you're going to be making like $6,000 a month. I bet you all of you guys would do it. But you guys don't believe that. That's why a lot of people don't continue, because they don't believe it. They give up like right in the middle of it. So for me, I'm a red to where I'd wait for it. It's kind of like when you go to school. You don't make a doctor's income if you're going to go to school to be a doctor. You're not going to make that money till you're done getting your degree, till you're done doing all this stuff. You're just going to go be paying for it. You know what I mean? Be paying for your degree. So, but yes, you can make money a ton of different ways. And that's what I love, is that you can make Rap Cash, Coffee Cash. You can make fast starts. Like, when people tell me, like, I'm not Ruby yet, so I want to quit, I'm like, you can make more money than a Ruby with fast starts. Like, I do it all the time. You know, you can make more money than as much as you want with fast starts. I love fast starts. And if you were like Melissa and like to have parties, you can make a ton of money having parties. Like, are you kidding me? Like, so much money. Like, I remember when I first joined, I sold like $800 in wraps. Like, I wish I still like to do that, because I made a lot of money selling wraps when I first started.
you make
So,
a lot of money doing anything that you like. That's just the reality. If you like it and you know it's going to produce money for you, it will. That's the bottom line. If you think it will and you know it will, it does. You'll see that result. So I'm not even asking you to give this a year. I'm asking you to give it 100% for 90 days. All right. We've already gone through, you know, coming out of conference and giving it 100%, I think, as a team. Maybe it took us a little bit longer because February was a short month. So maybe like we've really been hitting it hard, like at the beginning of March is like when our momentum has been the strongest, I feel. Because everybody's volume went up last month. You guys, almost all of you doubled your volume last month. You all had way more volume than the month before. So,
No, I just parking because
I'm just saying we have to keep going at this pace for 2 more months. This period in our business is the most lucrative and momentum driven period all year round. From when conference happens in February to the end of May to the end of June, you can completely change your life. You really can. If you take those 90 days and you work really hard, not attached to the result, but just work and just be consistent and just talk to as many people as you can, make as many friends as you can, have as many parties as you can, hand out as many samples as you can, put wraps on people. You do all those things till the end of May, the end of June, I promise you, you guys will be diamond. All of you. All of you. If you hit it that hard right now. And then from there, you have a team of 15 people. There's no way you're going to stay there. You're just going to keep going up. You're going to keep going up to the next rank, to the next rank. You know, and in the meantime, you're going to be making like a really great income. You know, some of you, you're not going to need anything else. That's going to be enough for your family, for your whole family. Some of you, you need a little more because you're in debt. So, personally, I'm one of those people. I live in California. It's the most expensive place in the world to live. So, yeah, I mean, I don't plan to stay here. I plan to go to the next rank and the next rank and the next rank. And all I'm saying is, who am I taking with me? Because I can't do it by myself.
Another thing that I just remembered we wanted to talk about, I think we talked about it a little bit before we got on Zoom, but I wanted to talk a little bit about confidence, because I feel like a lot of us are, even me, there's days where I'm lacking confidence, but honestly, I don't show that to people. And it's not to be fake, because people could say that, well, I don't want to be fake if I'm not confident that day. But the thing is that you guys, we have a business and we're showing, like, we have to think about that. Like, if you have something that you're offering to people and you're not confident, they're not going to join and they're not going to buy your products. So even if I'm having the worst day, I'm not confident for whatever reason, you better believe I'm going to make sure those people feel like I'm super confident about what I'm talking about or what I'm sharing. Because I had some new people message me and they're like, well, I've never used the product. So I just told her, I don't know, let me find you a review. That's like the worst thing you can do. Like, just be like, oh my gosh, look at this result. Look at that result. Oh my gosh. Like, aren't those amazing? You should totally get them. You will love them. I can't wait to get them. I can't wait to get my hands on them. Yes, that's how I talk to people all day. I'll be sending voice memos like, OMG, girl, you have to get it. Like, that's what I say. And people are like, okay, I have to get it. Like, I'm going to go get it. So be confident, you guys, when you're talking about the products. Even if you haven't tried it, I haven't tried some of the products, and I will still, because I believe in them. I believe in the ones I've used, so why wouldn't I believe in the ones I haven't used? I believe in this business because, like Melissa said, like, we talk to millionaires like every other day. When I talk to Denise, I'm like still shake. I still get shaky. I'm like, oh my gosh, Melissa, what do I say? She's like, just respond. And I'm like, oh my gosh, but it's Denise, you know? And it's like, I've talked to her in person. I've hung out with her. I've partied with her. We've had drinks together, but it's like, I get nervous because I'm over here putting this title to her, like, oh, she's a millionaire. Like, oh my gosh. But you guys, she's just like us, but she's confident in what she's saying. Anything she shares, Denise could sell anything. Even if she didn't do it work, she's selling her shirts right now. I bought one today because she said it was a cool shirt and it has Dream Life on it and stuff. So I got it. So be confident in what you guys are sharing. Don't feel like because you haven't tried it or you haven't made that kind of money that you can't be confident about it. You can. I was even telling Melissa, like, when Cammie and Denise and all of them were coming up and building their teams and growing this business, Cammie used to like tell them, just give it 6 months and you're going to be making this much money. And even Sarah Rankin said on a Zoom, like, I thought she was freaking crazy. But I mean, what kept them there? That Cammie's excitement, Cammie's knowing that it was going to happen, Cammie being confident in this company and what they were trying to do. That's what kept them here. And look at them now. I'm sure they're not sad that they didn't quit. They're happy. Look where they are now. So be confident like that. Like, if we're all starting somewhere, be confident. Like, if you already have everything that this business you've ever wanted from it, talk like if you already have it. And that's how people are going to join you. That's what I do every day. People think I'm crazy. Like, my sister calls me, she's like, you are stupid. Why are you posting that? And I'm like, because I believe that that's going to happen. So that's what I post, and I attract those people. So I wanted to share that also.
And if you're not confident, you should share that. Like, just be real. If you're not confident right now, like, say that. I said it, like, this weekend. I took these pictures at Easter and I was like, oh my God, wow, I look so bloated. Like, my face is so puffy. What the hell? Because I've been eating crap. When you eat crap, you feel like crap and you look like crap. So I'm not hiding it that I ate bad. I told everybody I ate bad. Why? Because now I have to eat good.
And then she said, I need to cleanse. See,
Yeah,
like, all these people
I'm like,
said, I need to cleanse too.
Crap out of my body. Like, I need to just do detox, you know? Like, yes, we mess up. Everybody does. We're not all perfect, you know? And then I'm not always confident either. And I thought people cared, you know, about, in my head, when I started, I thought, okay, because I saw my enroller go diamond not that quickly after she enrolled me, like pretty soon afterward. I thought, oh my gosh, she went diamond. She earned a $20,000 bonus at the time. And she immediately enrolled like 10 distributors right after that. Like that same end of the month or like the next week after the month ended. I don't know. It was really fast. She enrolled like 10 brand new people because they saw her earn that bonus. So I thought, oh my God, okay, so that's going to happen to me. Like, it was in my head, okay, that's going to happen to me. I'm going to have just people coming on the woodwork signing up with me. Like, oh my gosh, you know, I'm not even going to have to try, you know? That did not happen. By the way, people did not just come out of the woodworks and sign up with me. No. People that have been watching me for literally 5 years, some of them said congratulations, some of them didn't. Some of them said, wow, what an accomplishment. I'm not like you. I can't do that. I'm like, why? Why not? I don't get it. So just because I'm a diamond doesn't mean that you can't sign up people just like I do or Taina does, because people don't join this business because of your paycheck. They don't. They join your business because they relate to you as a person, because your struggle is like theirs, because you went through something that they went through. So you connect on some level. You understand each other on some level. So whatever your situation is right now, whatever is going on in your family life, you should talk about that, because your struggle is your platform. It's the reason people will sign up with you. And in your head, you're like, I look like a mess. Like, why would somebody want to join me if I mention that or this or the other thing? And the truth is, that's why they join you. It's not because they see you earn a bonus. That's not why people join you. They don't. I'm telling you, because I didn't have 10 people sign up right after I went diamond. I didn't. I still had to have the same conversations you guys have with people.
But that's the thing, is that people, like you said, they don't join you for your rank or how much money you're making.
No.
But they are. But look, I could look at Melissa if I didn't know her, and I wouldn't even think she was a diamond. I think she was already like all the way at the top of the company because of her confidence. And me too. Like, people are like, what rank are you? Or they'll ask me questions like that because they don't believe, like, they think like she's already like, you know, because of how confident I am. So definitely share. I think, Melissa, I think you mean more like make sure you're sharing your story. So if you're not confident, yeah, like talk about what your struggles are. But when it comes to this business, just, you know, share it like if you believe, like obviously you should believe in it. So share it like with belief, I guess is the saying, not like, you know, I'm not telling you guys not to be yourself.
No.
Share your story, but also share like what you want to happen, what your goals in this business, like stuff like that.
People don't join you over seeing that you earned a $10,000 bonus, is my point. People join you because they see that you made $20 putting a wrap on somebody and you filled up your gas tank. Like, those are the reasons people join you. Or they saw that you sold some coffee to your friend and you were able to go get some lipstick that you really wanted at Sephora. Like, stupid things like that seem meaningless to us. They're not meaningless to a lot of people because they don't have an opportunity to even come up with something like that. They just have to go without. And what we offer them is hope. We offer them a solution. We offer them a way out. We offer them an opportunity to design their life however they want. I mean, who gets to do that every day? It's crazy what we get to do and the amount of money we get paid to do it. So I want you guys to post with that kind of passion and do your videos with that kind of passion. And if you don't like doing videos, then record yourself on your phone and then post it in your stories afterwards. I don't care what you do. The point is, people will join you because they know who you are. So you have to be transparent. And I know that's not easy. It's not easy for me. I don't like doing it either. But I make myself do it because I know no one's going to join me if they don't really know why I'm doing this or like what my life is really like. You know, I don't want people to see my Facebook and think like, oh, well, she just stays at home, so that's why she gets to work from her phone, because she gets to not go to a job every day. Because it didn't start that way. I did go to a job every day, and I managed to not have to go there anymore. And now I get to stay home, but it didn't start out that way. So that's why I mention that a lot of times in my posts, because I know people are watching me that do have a job that they don't like, just like me when I started. And I know people are watching me that stay home with their kids all day and they're bored out of their mind, just like me right now. So, you know, like I know this sounds unnatural and kind of like crazy, but like I can't wait for her to get older. I know everybody's like, oh, enjoy every moment. It's so precious. Yes, it does go by fast. But this kid is a lot to handle. She has a ton of energy. Like, I like putting her in activities because that was a motivating factor for me. How much money do I need to make so I can put her in activities? Because that makes my day, I don't have help. So it makes it more bearable, easier, you know, on some levels. Is it easy every day? No, it's not. Like, Easter was shitty over here. You know, like, it sucked. The big one. to have to go to a family function, and my husband had to go to work, you know, an hour after it started. I literally got to spend maybe an hour and 30 minutes with him yesterday. Fucking sucked. Excuse my French. Sucked. The big one. Did I get sad about it? I almost cried in my car, but I turned it around. Okay, are you going to feel sad about it and feel sorry for yourself, or are you going to do something about it? You know what? I'm going to do something about it. I'm going to stop feeling sorry for myself. I'm going to work harder because I didn't give this month 100%. You know, I'm just being honest. I haven't given this month 100%. And I'm like, okay, you have two choices. Tomorrow's going to be Monday. You can wake up early and give it 100%, or you can have a shitty Easter like this next year. I chose not to have a shitty Easter like I did this year next year, because he's not going to be going to that job working on a holiday anymore. He's not going to work any holidays. Period. End of story. That's not good enough for us. I want more for us. And I want more for you guys. And I know you guys want more for yourselves. So now it's 8 o'clock. I think we touched on almost everything. But does anybody have anything they still want to work on or talk about? I don't know where my phone went. Okay, forget it. I don't know where it is.
I want to talk about the fact that, is it Sylvania? Is that correct? Feeling like you attract weirdos. I was single when I started this. I'm not now. Actually, Tom and I had just really started seeing each other, but nonetheless, on paper, I was single. Oh, I froze.
We can still hear you.
Am I back yet?
Yes.
Okay, sorry guys. I also have hiccups into my internet. You'll get used to that with me. Tom and I had just met when I started this business. So technically we were just dating, and technically I was single. And so expanding my network, and even to this day, I still attract the weirdos, but I've gotten more discerning on those people that I'll accept onto my friends list. I don't accept single guys. If I see they're married or in a relationship, before I accept their friend request, I hunt through their profile and find out who they're with, and I go friend request that person first before I'll accept their friend request. And I will delete you from my account in a hot minute if you put something on my page that doesn't belong there. If you send me an inappropriate message, I have no problem cutting those people free, because I don't physically know them in my heart. And the only way you can know them in your heart for sure is to go ahead and accept a few of them on your page you're not sure of. There have been a few people I've been very unsure of that turned out to be fabulous people. In fact, one lady that I thought her name was phony, I thought that she was leading me on. I talked to her for over an hour the very first time on Messenger that I started talking to her. We were back and forth, and I told Melissa, I said, she's either going to be the best thing that's happened to me in a while, or she's completely full of you know what. She signed up. She's my biggest sign up. She is the sweetest lady I've ever talked to, and she is so full of energy for me. She wants to see me succeed because she sees all the products that we post about. And her and I've never met face to face. And I thought she was going to be a weirdo. Her first name is Siri.
And now we can't post this.
Why would I think that was something odd? Because why does somebody have the first name Siri, right? S-I-R-I, just like the phone. And she's the sweetest person. She really is. So they're not all weirdos, but be discerning. Don't be afraid to be discerning. If you wouldn't talk to them on the street, don't put them on your Facebook page. You know, if you saw them in a restaurant and they smiled at you, would you just say hi? And if you wouldn't, don't put them on your page. Keep looking, because the right ones for you are out there. I understand that. So that one spoke to me, and I just wanted to share that you're not alone.
I think the creepers on social media are like the negative people. They're the same to me. if they come around, I just block them. I talk to everybody. I'm not like Mary. I don't really, unless if they're weird from just like their profile picture, that's the first sign. Like, why even take it any further? Or their name. So she's nicer than me. I don't really even go that far. But I get creepy people on my lives all the time, like people from Afghanistan and stuff, and they'll be like, "Ooh, beautiful, love you," and like I'm just like, I let them. Hey, that's more engagement for me. Go ahead, thanks. More comments. People are gonna be like, "Oh, why so many comments? What did she say?" You know, because people are nosy. So as long as they're not messing with me or like messaging me,